Hello. So this is a quick few minute review of the Hobbywing Easy Run, XE Run, however you want to say that, XR8 SCT. There is a plus version of this that does 6S, but this is the 4S version. So I've already opened the box. One of the first things that struck me was, rather than getting a little tiny booklet, you get a massive instruction booklet this time. A lot of things are very different to your normal Hobbywing 10BL 120, 110 scale ESC. This is orientated at a racer. Metal case, metal fan cover, good heat dissipation. Look at them, full bar posts attached to the board to attach your wires to. This will run sensored or sensorless motors. Sensor ports here. The fan, you'll notice, is on a standard 3-pin JR type plug, and that's because you plug the program box into that port as well, so it's not just a 2-pin port. It does have a button on here, but that's just for setup, I believe. Someone may be able to tell me different in the comments, but reading the instructions seems to imply that you'll need the LCD program box available separately to do the full programming of the EEC. When I try it, I may know different. I'll give you an update if I find out. So as with Hobbywing, you always get everything in the box. You get the wires, stickers, servo tape. There's even a spare fan with this one. Nice little sticker set in the bottom. I always like that. But looking at this as an EEC, it's aimed at racing and it's been built to be smaller. It's nearly 40 grams lighter than a typical 8 scale ESC. To give you an idea, this big boy here is a budget Surpass Hobby one. I'm a big fan of these, but you can see the difference in size is phenomenal. You know, the other Hobbywing ESCs are much bigger than this, and you know, much closer to the size of this Surpass one. If you're only a 10 scale guy, to give you an idea, this is a Hobby King X car, but it's basically a clone, a copy, or maybe even made by Hobbywing for them, of the sort of 10BL 120 size range speedos. This would be a 10BL 60 equivalent, and you can see here that this big 8 scale bad boy is, you know, not much bigger than a 10 scale ESC. I think this will probably be quite interesting once we get it in the car. It's got all sorts of functions. You can get it to coast rather than having drag brake, which gives a sort of delayed drag brake effect. Probably be more like driving a nitro car if that's what you're used to than an electronic one. Everything's adjustable. It's got built-in capacitors, but obviously you can solder another capacitor pack in if you wanted to do that. It's got protection for capacitors, stop them exploding, heat protection for the ESC, heat protection for the motor if you're using a compatible Hobbywing motor. And I mean, it's weighty, it's a metal case, well, the top at least is. It's a really nice bit of kit. I'm really impressed. I mean, I'm a Hobbywing fan anyway. I love my budget Surpass Hobby stuff. I like a bargain. But I think anyone who bought this to go racing with will be quite impressed. You know, if you're a basher but want something a bit special, you might be better off with its plus big brother that does up to 6S. But for me, 4S is more than fast enough. So I'll let you know we'll get on with the programming. I'll do you another short video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be doing a comparison in a few days with this and the Sky RC Toro TS150 as well, which is aimed at a similar market. So I'll see you next time for the next video. Thank you very much. Cheers.